What's up, Convoy? I'm sitting here in Detroit, Michigan, in a terrible part of town right now. Just finished up a 10-hour break. Didn't get very much sleep, but for most of my 10-hour break, I was in a dock inside of Coca-Cola, so I did get some sleep in there. So it's not like I'm running on no sleep at all, but I'm trying to get down to Louisville to make it to the Mid-American Truck Show, and got some loads. The load I just picked up out of Coke in Detroit. I have to drop it off in Highland Park, Michigan, and I'm picking up a load going to Columbus, and then I forget the name of the city, but right outside of Columbus there's a load I'm picking up going to Louisville, and I'm hoping I can do it all today. If I have to do a 10-hour break before I get to Louisville, it's going to be tragic because I won't make the show at all, and everyone will be leaving by the time I show up. I still might be able to meet a few people, but I really, really want to see the show. So hopefully it works out like that, where I'm able to get down there. I know the load I'm picking up just outside of Columbus that goes to Louisville. It's a drop and hook on both ends, so that'll be really helpful. And yeah, because I'll be really mad if I don't make any of this show. I was supposed to be there today, but the loads that I've had got messed up and screwed up starting yesterday out of Cincinnati. I showed up, and when I picked that load up that was dropping off in Cincinnati, it picked up late. I didn't even get the trip info until 3 hours after it was supposed to pick up, which caused problems. I waited. They had to fit me in to the loading schedule, and I sat in the dock yesterday for over 4 hours. And then once I got to Cincinnati, I was late, obviously, delivering, and they had to fit me in down there, and picked up a load out of there after I delivered, which made that pickup late. It was just a domino effect of bullshit that kind of happened. So it was just kind of bad luck. No one's fault, really. I do thank my dispatcher. I know he's done all he can to get me down to Louisville, and you know, switched a lot of loads around because I'm on a dedicated account now, and we don't go to Louisville. I am home every weekend now. I haul an account for Coca-Cola. I don't work directly for Coca-Cola, but all I haul now pretty much is just Coca-Cola products, and yeah, we don't typically run to Louisville, and I know he's switched some stuff around, and actually the load going into Louisville is for Kroger. He worked something out with the Kroger dedicated account to get me down there. But I hope it's in time to make the show and meet some people. But right now I'm about to take off, do a pre-trip and stuff, and for those of you who saw my previous video, when I was sitting here in Detroit at nighttime, I'll show you guys some of the neighborhood where I had to wait. Check this out. This is right across from where I'm waiting. It's a nice abandoned, burned home, empty lot with tires and garbage and everything. And that right there, that home right there is it's not burned, maybe a little bit, but it's abandoned, and it's just garbage, trash, tires, everything. Check out this gem of a home. It used to be a home. Looked like they just let it burn, and then it collapsed in on itself, and they just threw some more garbage on top of it. And there's this abandoned home with more garbage and tires, and then there's that home down there. I don't know for sure. You got these homes in the back falling apart. Now I know some of this blight, there's occupied homes, but it's a shame that people live in this stuff. Now look at this. This is just bad. just nasty stuff, and they want us to wait here. And like I said, like less than a quarter mile away from right here is where a truck driver was shot and killed and then set on fire less than a year ago. You know, that right there, that is Thyssen Croup. That's where that truck driver was delivering to, and they told me he had to get off the property. And this right here is Coca-Cola. You see the cement wall, the fence, and the barbed wire on top. You know, so apparently they know it's terrible, but they still want us to wait out here. No room on the property. I'm so glad to be leaving this place here. I don't mind coming here when I got plenty of hours and I pick up and get the hell out. But having to sit there for a 10-hour break and on the side street especially, it's like, that's definitely in the top 3 places I've ever waited in my life. Probably number 1, the worst place was like, it was downtown Chicago. When I was working with Warner, I had to go to a steel mill or some steel factory or something, and I didn't have the right pickup number. Nighttime dispatch was in. They couldn't get me the correct number, and obviously there was nothing that could be done until the morning. And I remember I was
in 0.2 miles, turn left
something, and there was a place, the guard told me right down the road, there was used to be a breakfast place, but it had closed, gone out of business, and it was like right quarter mile away from the steel mill, and he told me to go there, and I said okay, and I pulled up to it, and I saw several trucks in the lot, so I figured, okay, this isn't too bad. And then I grabbed a spot, and then I went to sleep, and then 6 times that night, 6 times, prostitutes woke me up, and then finally I got mad, and I kind of went off on one of them, told him, don't wake me up, I don't have anything for you, leave me alone. And then she was like, she's really strung out, and she said, oh, just walk me down the block and buy me a cheeseburger. I mean, I'm not lying, I can't make this up, right? She wanted me to go buy her a cheeseburger. So I'm like, well, I know she's hungry, so I was like, maybe we can barter something here. And I had a bag of chocolate covered peanuts, and I said, okay, Miss Lady, if I give you these chocolate covered peanuts, and it was like a half a pack of cigarettes, I was like, will you leave me alone and tell the other girls working here to leave me alone? She goes, yeah, I know most of them, I'll tell them. I was like, all right, cool. And she, you know, she kept her word. I didn't get bothered again after that. But I do remember before I finally went to bed for good, I sat up front just watching the parking lot, watching these women walk around the damn parking lot. And off in the distance, the sun was kind of going down and stuff, and off in the distance, I saw what looked like one of the girls light up a cigarette. Figured no big deal, it's a mundane thing. And then I saw the lighter go off a second time, and I said, well, she didn't light it right. And then I saw it go off a third time, and I'm like, oh wow, the cigarette must be wet or something, something's wrong with the cigarette. Then I saw it go off again, and then I was like, wow, what the hell's wrong with the cigarette here? And I continued to see it go off, and took a while because I'm not used to all of that bad stuff. But then I realized it wasn't a cigarette, it was a crack pipe she was hitting, walking around the damn parking lot smoking drugs right out in the open like that. So yeah, that was probably the worst place I had ever been. This place here in Detroit, I didn't see anything like that. I saw a couple homeless people ride by on bikes. I mean, they appeared to be homeless. I don't know for sure. You can't judge a book by its cover. But there was no interaction, you know, no prostitution. I didn't see any murders or anything like that. It was just a tense and creepy situation for me to be in, especially knowing that less than a year ago another driver was killed less than a quarter-mile away from where I was. So it was just more weird and creepy than anything else. So hopefully it doesn't happen. You know, I pick up at this Coca-Cola a lot now, and definitely from now on I'm gonna make sure I have enough hours to get in and get the hell out. Because you know, just south of Detroit, there's a lot of safe parking. There's a few Pilots and Flying J's, a TA, a couple of mom and pop truck stops south outside of the city. So that's normally what I've done since I've been coming here, and I'm going to continue to do that. No more waiting on that damn side street. All right, I just dropped my load off, and another driver is taking that to Cincinnati, and I just hooked up to a load going to Columbus. And I'm gonna run down there, just over 200 miles, drop this one off, and then head to Groveport, Ohio, pick up a load there. It's already preloaded, and that goes to Louisville. Hopefully I don't run into too much construction. Actually, on my way up here, I ran into traffic, and the exit that I normally take to come to this Coke was closed, so I had to get around that. But thankfully, I don't live too far away from here, and I kind of know the area a little bit, which really helped out in getting here in a timely manner. But hopefully I don't run into too many more problems, or I'm not going to be able to make it to the truck show. But I am hooked up now, ready to go, and I'm about to take off. Alright, finally picked up my load heading to Louisville, Kentucky, out of Groveport. It's Groveport, right? Is that what I've been saying this whole video? Groveport. I think that's what I said earlier, but I'm not sure. But either way, I am gonna make it to Louisville in time to get to the convention center. Possibly get a hotel room or something. I'm not sure. But meanwhile, I guess we're gonna watch Prime try to back up into a hole here. Could only assume he's relatively new. He's been there for a few minutes, trying to back into a hole, I think. I'm not sure. But I'm assuming he's a new driver and doesn't seem to be in too much risk of anything. Alright, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. I don't know what he did to his tandems there, but did something. But yeah, I have almost 6.5 hours left on my clock and only 205 miles to go. And should be, I don't know, 3.5 or so hour drive down to Louisville from here.
Drive back to route.
I'll be getting into Louisville about 3 in the morning, 3:30, something like that. So it should be pretty quick in and out. Ugh, pardon me. I'm just dropping the trailer, and then I'm gonna bobtail out from there. Probably head on towards the convention center. I'm hoping, because it's Saturday, that some folks have left hotels and maybe some hotel rooms are open. I don't even know if they were fully booked. I'm last minute prepping for this. I haven't really checked into anything. And actually, my plans to come down to Matt's this year was just several days ago. So yeah, this has all been very, very last minute. And I'm actually kind of disappointed I'm showing up there this late. You know, I know it started Thursday and ends on Saturday, which I guess would be today or maybe Sunday. I don't know. It depends what day I upload this for you guys. But no, it's cool. I'm glad I'm at least gonna get to see one final day of the event. Plus, there's people there that I'm looking forward to meeting. So I'm sure I'm still gonna have a great time. But the next show, I know there's one in Las Vegas, and I would love to go to that one. I guess I'll find out when that is, and I'll make better plans, a little bit more advanced plans to get to that one. But I need to check out here. Like I said, just picked up this load, and I'm gonna get her up the road. Finally made it to Louisville. I delivered my load, and now I'm sitting here in the Papa John's Cardinal Stadium parking lot. It's kind of a journey getting down here. I wasn't sure at the beginning, but finally made it. And I see somebody I know parked right over there, Mr. Jerry Ott, or Big Rig Tuck. And everyone's sleeping right now because it's 4:30 in the morning, and I just now got here. But that's going to be it for today's vlog. I did make it. Thank goodness. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you did, please hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it lets you know every time I make a new video. So I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, run hard and get paid.